Oh, but you haven't seen me yet.
Are you sure?
Dave doesn't
Yes,
want to
you have
touch your
not
chest.
seen me yet.
Nah, I mess with you. You're good.
Soon to come.
Coming soon.
I'm coming
To
now.
a stream. Whoa. What? I believe you're supposed to say, what is it? Pause after that?
My dick.
Pause.
Don't pull on Ernie, bro.
No, no. Keep your camera off if you're in the bathroom.
There's a good topic for you guys to start off with. What do you guys think about people who fucking involve themselves in active cases?
It depends on what you mean by involve. If you mean involve, like actually go out and get in the way of the police, not for it. If you mean like kind of cover what's going on in a case, that's fine. If you're just like watching what's going on, as long as you're not like interfering with what's happening, I think you're perfectly fine. But when as soon as you cross that line and start not even like you can help out, like go ahead, help out with the search and stuff, but you shouldn't be televising that for one, because then if somebody is guilty out there, they're gonna know where not to go to avoid you and things like that.
True.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty messed up. But as far as just reporting on what's going on,
I think it's like having fun, I guess. It's like having fun. Just go and do whatever you want to do. Fuck it. You know, if you want to be a jackass, that's your name. You can do jackass and have that be on you. But I mean, if you want to go out there and be like live, then yeah, do it. Hold on, my shit's dying. I gotta like get a charger. Hold on.
I'm not gonna hold on. I don't wanna.
Hold the fuck on there, Dave.
Well, what say you, Dave? One.
I'm the only Dave.
What? No, that's Dave 3. 3.Dave. Or are you talking about me? Didn't I already say
that? I said, what do you think of what he said?
I don't quite get what he's saying. If he's saying to be like Jackass, Jackass didn't really mess with any investigations or anything.
No. What I was saying is that you know, do what you want to do. You know, it's your name that you're putting out there. So I mean, whether you fuck it up or not, you know, it's on you.
No, I'm not saying fuck up your name. I mean, fuck up an investigation trying to find somebody who's missing or something like that. Like, stay out of that kind of stuff. Not so much like act.
That's
like
where I'm like going. You know, how can we really fuck it up? Really, you know, if anything, by being involved in like doing your thing, I feel like it helps the police, even though they want to like keep everything like tamped down. I feel like you know, screwing around and like just kind of changing things and screwing with shit makes them actually work harder.
So you're arguing that you should troll the police and make their job harder?
Yeah,
when they're
not
trying
harder,
to when they're trying to find a missing person or something
more
like
creative,
that?
More creative, I think.
When somebody's life is at risk, you want to get in the way and make more of a hindrance? That sounds like a horrible idea.
No, I feel like the police kind of like all they want to do is kind of like keep it in their little wheelhouse. And when someone goes out there and like you know, raises questions or causes, you know, people to look at things differently, it changes their perspective. And by doing so, it makes the case go faster.
No, not if you're making the cops work harder, because for one, they're gonna have to find you if you're out searching and you're not like
I think the cops should work harder.
Like
I do believe the cops should work harder.
No, they can work harder, but their job shouldn't be harder to try to save people's lives. You think it should be hard to save people's lives? Wouldn't you want to make that as easy for them as possible?
They find their little comfort zone and they don't work as hard as they should, and that in some ways, when we intervene, it makes them work harder.
Yes, it makes them work harder to get the same thing done if they're going to get it done. But what about if you involve yourself in a situation and you wind up giving the, we'll say, killer or kidnapper or something like that more time to get away? You got to remember, you're interfering with a cop stopping somebody from doing something bad in these situations.
Well, I guess it's case by case, but in cases that I've watched where YouTubers are kind of in there and screwing around, I feel like they kind of helped it rather than like hindered it.
Well, I know you know about like Dolly Vision and stuff because you've trolled over there too. Do you think what he does is good when he tells people to interfere with the cops and everything? You think that's a good thing? I
did think that YouTubers being there for that situation was actually good. It benefited the situation.
How? In what way?
Well,
what did they do?
I did notice that Jim kind of, I guess he was saying that it was his own people that were like saying, "Hey, she went there" or whatever. He was the guy that went there and like exposed that they were at the bar and like laughing and having fun and all that stuff.
Wait, did they help find her?
It was a boy, but yeah, no. They actually found them at a bar, like goofing around and having fun.
No. I'm talking really about the missing person. Did these YouTubers find the missing person?
No, but they did kind of. They were there, kind of. I don't know. It was a weird situation for sure.
So they messed with the cops and didn't help to find the person. There, yet somehow they're a positive addition to this scenario.
I thought it was positive. Yeah, when you like look at it as a lump sum.
In what way, though? Like, the person's still missing. Like, they didn't help anything.
I mean, he was in a garbage can at that point when they were there. He was in a dumpster.
Well, I'm more referring to the Summer Wells case, but I don't know which one you're talking about. I thought you were during that portion of it. I don't know which missing person you're referring to. That was in a dumpster.
I just want to say too quickly, thank you for the $20 Cash App. I don't know if they were doing that for an attack because there's nothing specific.
5 minutes backstage for $20.
So you could do a 5-minute backstage if you wanted, but
yeah, Quentin Simon.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but I just wanted to make sure they heard me say thank you.
No, you're good. I'm trying to make sure my stuff's set up properly anyway.
Yeah, I don't think that I can actually get blocked. I don't think that's even possible.
And I'm seeing in the chat, just so you guys remember where you were at. I guess they're saying Quentin Simon is who you were talking about, Dave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's where
this isn't good. We're both Dave, so if somebody says Dave in the chat, that's going to be very confusing.
Well, there's like
there's like change that for $2.
So
now that you know
who found Quentin Simon?
Have you thought about that at all, Quentin Simon?
Who found Quentin Simon?
The police actually said it. That's what drew the YouTubers out there.
No, what I'm saying is, so the police found Quentin Simon?
No, that the police chief came out and actually made a statement saying they believed he was in a dumpster or like been thrown away or something like that. And then the YouTubers went out there and started like took that word from the police and really chased it. And exposed it and drew attention to the situation where they were able to sit there in their house and have goofy ass times playing and shit, screwing around, on like a free dime where it's like they're just goofing around. And then, now it's like, yeah, she's, he was somehow he died and the mother took the baby and put him in a dumpster.
It was the grandmother, apparently.
No, the grandmother. I don't know.
It says
because the grandmother, I feel like maybe
he was found in a Georgia landfill.
Yeah, So sad.
By police, not by YouTubers. So the YouTubers still didn't help to find him. I still don't
but I
understand
feel
what
like
positive
they,
the YouTubers brought
by
to
them
it.
being there and drawing attention and making it more of a national type of. I mean, you have to imagine, like, if it would have been left alone, that's a weird situation, right? If they were just like if the devices just was like, no one's looking at it, it's not like attention worthy, then who knows what would have happened,
I still don't see what positive they had aside from, you say that they found cops at a bar, but were the cops on duty at the bar hanging out having fun, or were they off duty?
No, I didn't say that there was cops at the bar. I was saying that Jim, Dolly Vision, was saying that like his minions or whatever were like shooting him out like messages saying that they went there, like that family, the Lalania or whatever, and the mother or whatever, went to a bar, right, during the height of Quentin Simon being missing, and he like found them there and was like going, hey man, they're there, and the story was that they're like having a good old time knowing that Quentin's dead and in a dumpster. Crazy shit.
I still don't see what's positive about this.
Attention, bro. I mean, if things were left to their own, however it was gonna like formulate without attention, I guess. I mean, I guess you could like figure like, okay, well, YouTubers don't have attention, but they were getting like tons of views. There were a lot of people watching that shit.
If anything, you're bringing negative attention to a possibly innocent family.
In that case, they were not innocent.
Yeah, after the fact, but at the time, you don't know that. You just see people having a good time in a bar. Who knows? They could be just trying to. No,
see, you're talking about the bar, but prior to that, the
to.
Police actually came out and said that this is what's kind of going on, the way they believed it,
Well, the bar is the only thing that you said that was good from the YouTubers. Is the
no,
fact
that wasn't the only
family
thing.
At the bar and called it in.
No, I was saying attention. Like other than like whatever the news people want to, the prime news people want to put out, YouTubers bring it to a grassroots where it has like the viewership actually makes its own news.
So you just want more exposure for it. That's all. Which I can respect that more exposure is good for the case. So I think, like I said at the beginning, if they were just covering and reporting on things that come up in the case, I think that is hugely positive. It's when they get involved that I have the issue, is what I'm saying. When they're interfering with the police investigation, when they're going out and like covering the way that we're searching and trying to find whatever is missing or whoever they're manhunting or however whatever it happens to be getting involved with. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, like
coverage is good, but getting involved is bad? Or
but like, let's go back to Gabby Petito, like back in the day, right? You had that RV family with the GoPro, they caught the van of what's his name, Gabby Petito, and so like that was a YouTuber, that was their channel, and they like caught it, and someone found out, yeah, you caught their freaking truck there where Gabby Petito was left, deceased. And so that's a YouTuber. And then you had YouTubers
but were they
looking at the
actively
YouTube.
doing this? Or did they just happen to come across it?
They did happen to come across
that's
a
what
YouTuber.
I mean. There's a big difference between like coming across something and actually like getting involved, going out and hindering the police, getting involved in the investigation itself.
Well, I think you want to harp on the hindering police, but I feel like
that's an important.
I don't
part
feel
of
like
this.
that anything we do, it just makes them work harder. Maybe add more people.
You don't want to make the police work harder when they have a deadline, when they need to do something in a
fuck
as
their
fast as
deadlines.
possible.
Dude, fuck the deadlines. I feel like no matter how much,
There's a reason it's
how
called a
much they have
deadline
to
because
work,
at the end of it, somebody might be dead.
well, I guess
the
it
fuck?
depends on the case.
You just want the person to be dead by the time they find them. It's all about finding them as fast as possible in any missing person or even in a manhunt situation.
Well, it depends on the case there, Dave.
Sure. What case is it beneficial to hinder the cops?
I would say you wouldn't want to hinder the cops for sure, right?
Okay, so you agree with me.
Why
are you arguing against it then?
Well, I guess I'm looking at it from a point of view that YouTubers can and do, where we, the idea is that the YouTubers don't mean shit, and that everything that they do doesn't mean shit. But there are cases where YouTubers do make shit happen and make shit different and make shit better. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was talking about, Gabby Petito, when that YouTuber, RV Life or whatever, when they're driving past, they caught the truck that they were in, and then other YouTubers got on top of that and was able to figure out a lot of shit because the cops were like, dumbfounded. They didn't have shit. So we won. They lost.
I still don't consider that we won, they lost.
No, I do believe that's we won, they lost because they, okay, what's the other one?
Because somebody got lucky and just happened to record something that they weren't intending to record, and somebody else who was looking through watching it happened to notice, oh, hey, this person will help. That's not the same as what I'm referring to. I'm talking about the trauma pimps, the people that go out and like try to make money off of the traumas that these people are going through, and they start throwing out accusations and things like saying Don did it when they have no proof. That's just an assumption, and they're saying it as if they know it as fact and things like that.
Okay, so you're talking about Summer Wells. Okay, let's go
that's
there.
For the most part,
so,
because that's the one I'm the most
Have you actually
on.
looked at that case?
Yeah, I've looked at a lot of it.
Do you know who Don Wells is?
Yes.
And do you think that Don Wells is like SA people?
Supposedly.
And so do you think that Don Wells could have been possibly involved?
It's possible, but there's a difference between saying something's possible and saying that he did it, and like it is a fact that he did it. Everybody knows
that's
he did
true.
it. There's plenty of people that say that kind of thing.
I think that everyone should, whenever they talk about that kind of stuff, should be hypothetical.
You know what that is? That's defamation. That's actual defamation. Because you're not stating an opinion. You're stating it as if it's a fact.
Has historically been a pedophile.
But
I believe that's a fact.
Has he been a pedophile, so to speak? I don't believe.
Yes.
I'd have to look again, but I don't know the ages that were involved. But I didn't think it was underage with whatever happened with his family. I don't want to get into it because I don't really like all that. But and I don't. Was it?
You don't like all that?
No, I don't like. I really don't like. I don't. I don't like any of this, but it's the topic that came up, and I'm talking about it. And I don't want to think of that possibly happening or anything.
Right? That's the point here. The whole point is if it helps or if it's bad for it, right? And
well, yeah, because saying he did it doesn't help anything. They don't like your mic. No dot, Dave. You are picking up something in the background. By the way.
His mic, try to make it level with yours because it was he does have a loud mic, but it's all right. It should be good now.
I think you have the stream playing in the background, possibly, Dave.
No, I'm not. You don't. No.
I hear something, unless it's speakeasies. I don't know, but I'm definitely hearing it. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy. I've been crazy before. All right. I think we've kind of run course on that one, I'm guessing.
Yeah. YouTubers should be totally involved and change the course of police investigations and make it harder for them so that they have to work harder to find all the facts.
That's idiotic. You just don't like cops.
Totally
and you want to
sane.
say, make their job harder.
Totally sane.
No, it is absolutely not. And yeah, so my end on this is you can cover whatever's going on report the news, report whatever you see, but at the same time, don't get involved and don't get in the way. If you're gonna get involved, just don't get in the way. And don't make false
I agree.
accusations.
I agree.
That's stupid as fuck.
I agree with you.
Good.
All right. Do you guys know? Do you guys both know what deep fake technology is, right?
Yeah.
You know what it is? 3 dot.
Not really, no.
Deep fake technology is like where they'll put people's faces onto like videos and stuff like that. Where they even do it with porn in some cases, where they put like celebrities' faces onto porns and shit like this.
Same thing with voices, where you can
Like-
record people's voices and then apply
Right.
it to a script.
Right, exactly. So I'm wondering what you guys' opinion here is: should deep fake technology be regulated by law? Why or why not?
This is hard for me because it'd be really hard to prove. There's so many layers to it. I don't like it, but I don't know how you would. I don't know what it would fall under as far as what you could adjudicate it for. You'd have to make a whole new law and define a whole new genre of thing. Because parodies and satire have been around forever, like just putting up cutting out a face and putting it over it and making it talk.
Crispy Treat says, I don't understand the question.
Well, it's okay. It's simple. Should it be regulated by law? The way that like when like people who are regulating the internet, that's like when they come across CP, they shut that down, so you're not able to link to it, and they try to find who's the source of the link. Shit like that. Should they like stop, like for instance, deep fake porn? Should they stop that? Like should that be should that be regulated by the law? Like should they stop this from being allowed to happen?
So you're talking about like taking a naked girl in a porn and putting a face of a celebrity on it.
So there's literally websites that are dedicated to deep faking celebrities onto already made porns.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
and you think that should be not allowed, or
I'm not giving my opinion because I'm just trying to moderate, but like I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think? Do you think that should be regulated by law, or do you think that
I don't think so, unless they're like putting a child head on someone.
I have big issues with it.
If it's a kid,
I think that if you're putting like a Angelina Jolie's face on some hot chick and it's getting people off, it's better they're getting off on whatever they're watching than like doing whatever the hell else they're gonna do. Well, who cares?
Yeah, but what if it's somebody who doesn't want to be viewed naked online?
What up, panelists? Good to see you guys. You sound like a bunch of low energy fucking losers.
Low energy.
Low energy
Okay.
fucking
What's up, man?
losers.
I am a
But,
low energy
don't
loser.
give me what's up. You sound like a
That is
loser. Everybody
What's up?
else
How
here
you
talking
doing
very
today,
about
my
loser
guy?
accurate.
topics.
Me, I am
Fucking
quite low energy.
losers. Yeah.
I am very low
exactly.
energy.
And
That's
Smashley
my
being on the
style.
panel is a disgrace.
So like
This
a dull
loser, I'm
is
going to
sort
talk
of
over you.
homophonic
I'm
with the
going to
word
talk
dull.
over.
My
I'm going to
God.
talk
that out
over you.
before.
But Smashley, somebody should kick her. She's doing nothing, trying to grab her cup of clout. It's not worth it. Get out of here, Smashley. You're a fucking you're a loser. You're a loser. You don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, I still don't know who
get out of the
Provo King is.
conversation.
And for a certain dollar amount, one can make that happen.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll make it happen without a dollar amount. You're a loser. You don't deserve to be here at all.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Can you at least vary your insults? Like,
No, it's
come
just
on,
loser.
man.
It's the
You
only
Vary
word
my
you
insults.
said loser. You
What do
said
you
loser.
have?
You
What do you
said
have
loser.
besides your autistic emo look from like? What are you, Green Day over
That's
here?
not
trying
even
to
him.
be
You don't
cool?
know what this picture is from, do you?
Of course not. I'm not a fucking incel faggot.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
there's a new
Sorry,
word.
Sorry about.
Wow.
Sorry.
He picked
I
the
only
TOS
have,
word as the other word. That's what. Go back to
so,
just calling everybody a
uh,
loser. It's
my
probably
bad,
easier.
Speakeasy. My bad, Speakeasy. I thought I was talking to a heterosexual male, and that's the only time I say that.
So the issue is that like you don't even know what the heck my profile picture is from. You don't know the context behind my name. You don't know any of it. Yet you
No,
feel
the
the
issue is
need
that
to
we're
insult me.
debating AI deepfakes. We're debating AI deepfakes. Like
Not at this point.
No, I know, but come on.
We're verbal combat here. We're not trying to be friends. You look like somebody who might have did a terrible act. I don't want to name the terrible act, but like you don't look like somebody who's bringing peace and blessings.
I don't know what the heck that even means. That's so incredibly vague. I can't really disagree with it.
I think he was just trying to say that because he has Jesus holding a lamb on his thing, he's better than you.
Yeah, I am.
That's all.
Wait, so are you a
better
Protestant?
than you. Yeah, I am. Sure.
So do you adhere to sola scriptura?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what does make no graven images mean?
So I get to interpret that the way I like, right?
Well, I suppose you could, but what
So
I'm
I can,
curious
right?
about how
So-
you do interpret it. How do you interpret
Does
it?
it really matter if I can interpret it any way I want?
Well, so are you Protestant or are you not Protestant?
I'm Mormon.
You're more. So what? So
Yeah,
are you Protestant or are you
I'm sorry
Mormon?
for what I said to you earlier. I hope you can forgive me.
No, I haven't. Well, so
Yeah.
implies offense in the first place. So
I think
can't
you're a
really
great
forgive
person. I'm
you
sorry,
for-
Speakeasy, for even trying to say something against TOS.
So somebody could deepfake Provo, right? And they could come on and they could say something like,
No, hey, I'm talking to Adam. I'm trying to be respectful of the conversation.
penises in my rectum.
So
I'm trying to be
Smashly,
respectful. I'm trying to
Well,
be
I
respectful.
mean, it's not
You
hard when you
could-
don't have a face
Okay.
cam.
It's verbal combat. Well, I do
Oh.
have a face cam. It's on my channel. You can go check it out.
I
I'm not
never insult people
self-promoting
for not
right
having
now.
face cams, but the fact of the matter is,
I am on face cam.
you could absolutely like deepfake Provo to the point where he's saying rational things, which would be a gross misrepresentation of him.
Thank
I
you.
think that Dave would have issues with that misrepresentation on some level, and I do too from a moral standpoint. But my point is,
Okay.
and
listening.
while I agree, Ashley, that what you're talking about with people basically like promoting fake things on the internet, causing people to do bad things. So we've already seen that. 4chan has done enough, like Bald for Bieber. That was a 4chan psyop where they convinced a bunch of people that Justin Bieber had cancer, so they shaved their heads. And they also did this thing where they released a bunch of Apple promotional materials claiming that an iOS update caused the iPhone to be chargeable via putting it in the microwave.
I remember that one.
Yep.
Or microwave.
So my basic opinion on this is, while it may cause a few major things like that, it's going to blow over. And we've already seen things like that happen before. I don't see you calling.
Not to that extent, though. I see what you're saying.
Yes,
I
to that
respect.
extent.
No. I respect
to
it,
that
and I understand.
I can't hear
I
Ashley
understand
anymore.
that-
Honestly, Ashley.
I
just stop.
understand the
Nobody cares,
correlation,
Ashley.
but
Change.
But the difference with the deep fake is that you're actually putting words
Hey,
into an
Prince.
actual person's mouth, right? Like, and I think it's like, when will people know like what's real
Yeah,
and
shout out
what's
to
not
Chuck.
real, right? Because it's an actual person and it looks like they're actually saying this.
That's funny.
So I think what will happen, and I was saying this before you got on, so I don't know if you heard it, is that people will get wise to the fact that it's happening, and they'll basically just stop trusting video content of people saying things like that.
Exactly.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad
Then
thing.
what
In
kind
fact,
of
I think
content should they trust?
Oh, Stone.
So,
What's up, Stoney?
Stoned
Hello?
but not alone.
Welcome to the
No,
show.
we're not alone, baby.
how is everyone? What's up, Easy? What's up, Dave? What's up,
Living the dream.
other Jesus and other
Call me-
Jesus?
Call me Gay Prince, please.
Call you what?
Gay Prince.
Gay Prince?
Yeah, please.
Okay. How are you, gayness?
Quite delighted. Besides being next to Smashly, the worst content creator on the panel, it's just embarrassing. Honestly,
It's embarrassing that you've
Stop
spent your
listening
entire
to
time
Jesus.
just talking about me. Like,
Yeah, because you
went out
don't
of your
deserve
way
to be
come-
here. You're nobody.
Stone.
You're a loser.
Actually, we're talking about Mormons and marrying like 11-year-old children.
All right,
What?
so we're gonna
Shit,
isolate
what?
a few examples. and
Welcome to the
cherry-pick to make an
panel,
argument.
Scruffy Gavin Rosdale.
The fucking Homer,
This guy.
bald Homer Simpson.
There you go. Sorry, I had to throw one insult out there. The best I could come up with on the spot.
That was actually pretty good. That was,
Hey,
that was
let's-
okay.
Let's drop a like and subscribe and kick Ashley if we can. I don't know what.
Why is his gayness so angry with Smashly?
I don't know.
Oh, what's his gayness?
I don't actually know
thank you
either,
for
to be honest. But
addressing me by the proper. It's gay. What is it again?
Gay
Gay Prince.
Prince.
Please address me, the Gay Prince. Thank you. Yeah,
Well,
I just don't
The-
like low value content.
the way he
creators
came
the
on
panel.
and just started accusing people of being gay and stuff, I think maybe he's just very attracted to Ashley and he finds it frightening. So he
Yeah.
has to devalue her and get her off
Coping.
the panel.
Go.
He
I-
turned aggressive the second she put the Jesus picture up. Maybe that was because he no longer see Ashley's face.
Yep.
100%. 100%. Adam, you were about to say something intellectual, which nobody else on
Probably.
the panel can provide. So maybe you can help us because we got.
I
a
mean,
few
I'm
other-
I'm sort of just asserting things, and nobody's giving any pushback. So this is
Well,
fun.
give pushback. I just say
all
what
right.
you want to say. Nobody else is
Okay.
going to say anything close to intellectual. We got a bunch of room temperature people here. so
Low
go ahead.
IQ.
Well, you
I
haven't
keep-
said anything intelligent either. So what the fuck are you talking about?
I know he just comes there and he's like, "Oh, I hate
I'm gonna
this
talk
girl.
shit on people and never make a
Awesome.
good comment, but
I
then
want
call
to
everybody
derail
else
the
dumb.
conversation and change
Bro,
the
he-
subject."
He accurately my goodness. Sorry, I just looked at sorry. He accurately predicted my criticism of his profile picture and countered it ahead of time. So I will give Gay Prince that.
Since he had a pre-assumption that
Jeez.
Name change. See, I make content. You other fucking losers don't do shit.
So
I've made $4 for Speakeasy while you fucking losers sit there like no do good nothings, right? Pretending you're cool, but I'm making content, right?
Are you
You
sure?
don't provide fucking anything. You're bottom dwelling YouTubers trying to be a panel potato.
People are just
This is
making fun of you
verbal-
by
hey!
changing your name. I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm not
It's
gonna
verbal
not talk
combat.
over you, you dumbass. It's verbal
you're-
combat, like I said.
Yeah,
like,
you're a
shut up,
fucking
listen to me.
loser with your
Jesus.
shitty.
Loser. I
are-
only know 2 words: loser and TOS terms.
Well, I only broke one of them one time, and I apologize profusely.
So far,
I apologize
it
profusely.
was in like
'cause-
the first 30 seconds of being on panel.
Yeah, but
Good
I'm also
job.
live streaming on my channel, and I
So
live
you
by
fucked
different
yourself
rules.
too.
No, I don't,
No,
because I
probably
live by
not.
different rules. I'm a badass.
To be honest, I don't think Speakeasy is that crazy on it. I just want to make fun of you because I can.
Ass is
Go
in
ahead.
really bad condition.
Sorry, we can't hear you. Will you
Yeah,
say
that's a
that?
very bad connection.
Yeah, you cut out terribly.
Oh, I said, are you a badass because you're really gay and your ass is in really bad condition?
Yeah, because I'm the Gape Prince. So thank you for addressing me correctly.
No,
I really
you-
do appreciate that.
You're sitting on a
Oh,
bidet
shit.
after, take it in the butt.
Oh shit, guys!
It's time
Oh
to
yeah.
stream Wesley Curry.
What's up, Wesley?
Ready for my verbal combat?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It is time. You are here.
He seems
All right, give
excited.
me 1 minute. Let me click this
Guy's a
little
badass.
button here, and I will show you my mighty sword.
Oh, shit.
Oh no! Be
He's
careful.
about to slay thy
Here
dragon.
is
I'm
my
And high
sword
penis.
of God.
I'm hoping he doesn't show a special sword. Okay.
So he's cool.
He is the anti-gay. He is here to slay the gayness with
Sure.
his mighty
Honestly,
sword.
I feel
Those
second.
little creatures, one cutting off a man's foot. Notice the pit with a head in the corner, missing half its brain.
I see
Right.
it.
And the palm
It's
tree,
very
the
hard to
orange
see any of
and
this.
the bottom leaves, and the crooked path of spinning
No.
circles of gold and rusted silver.
I see it.
And a river with no wind on the surface.
Oh
Great
yeah.
trees with no branch.
Hell yeah.
That is my sword. How do you do? My name is
Well, I defend Wesley Curry, and I
Curry.
call everybody else a
You just
fucking
come up.
loser. You guys
I'm
are all losers on the panel. Wesley is the champion. We should all bow down to him. I think he deserves top left spot on the panel. Put him above everybody else. He is the king.
I am
Oh,
the
shit.
B Marie,
I-
you just jump in. Click the link at the top of the
Really?
chat.
I am bruised cord.
There's a link at the top of the chat. You just click it, and you're in the back room, and it'll pull you up
Hey,
when
put,
he's got
put
time.
Wesley up there. Put Wesley up, dude. This
Okay,
guy
wait,
deserves to be
I'm
top
used
screen.
to it. I'm used to it. I'm sorry, I don't have a Hollywood smile. I have a West Virginia moonshiner's smile right now. I didn't brush my teeth.
You got them
and
summer
I'm not
teeth.
getting I'm not getting my dentures for 2 months.
Wesley, talk shit on other people, not yourself.
So right now I am vampire Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. You're beautiful, brother. But let's talk shit on Sweet Buns or Stone But Not Alone or Adam Doll or 3 Dave. We got a lot of losers on the
Well,
panel.
it's easier to make fun of me and Stone because we have the balls to have our cameras on.
Oh, I got my camera on. It's on my channel. I can't split screen. I'm not a fucking intellectual
Boo.
over here. Boo. But I am live streaming. You can't see my camera. It's on my channel, Provo
Shameless
Planet.
plug. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
That's a good
I got
plug.
a sweet ass Patreon. You guys should check it out. But anyways, we're here to talk shit, and I got a lot of losers next to me, Wesley. What do you think about that?
But you're not talking shit yet. You just keep saying losers, and we're
Yeah,
not
he just
intellectual. I
really
haven't heard
likes.
any
Well,
actual shit talk
He
come
I
from
don't
really
really
likes
wanna-
the term loser.
I don't want to be too mean because I think you guys are.
You
I actually think you guys are
something.
cool. But hey, here's
Yeah,
my
we got-
point.
We got another one that wants to talk some shit to y'all. Oh, they left.
Oh,
They
Oh,
left.
they said that shit.
now I see why you only have the camera on your stream because you look like the Unabomber. Jesus,
Holy
what
shit.
the fuck?
Me, I look like the Unabomber. You checking out my channel live? What
Yeah,
a
I subbed up
badass.
for you.
Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Bless up. I got to talk shit on you now, right now.
That-
So you look
that's
like
what I'm
you're
here for.
drinking. Wait, you? Okay, I'm looking at you now. So you got some shitty ass art. You got what is that behind you? A red can, a red unfinished Coca-Cola can.
No, it's a
You
candle.
got some. That's a candle. Fuck, I fucked
That's
that
not
up.
shit talking. That's observations. What the fuck
Good.
are you doing?
Make your observations.
All right,
I'm doing
are we
my
gonna,
best.
Are we gonna
I'm doing my
debate?
best.
Are we gonna debate a subject or a topic or?
Oh, don't try to be intellectual here. Go fuck yourself.
Well, did you guys want to say any
Hey.
more? Did you guys want to say any more about the deep fake technology being regulated by law?
I'm
We
good.
got more people here now.
Sure.
Well, I wanted to respond to Ashley's question.
Can I say go fuck yourself first?
Can you, Ashley? Can you restate your question?
I
know what he's
don't
answering?
remember exactly, but like
So-
I think that I was essentially I was saying that like I get what he was referring to when he said, well, people are already like basically falsifying information, right? Fake news, etc., getting people to do things and almost mass hysteria type scenarios, and I get that, but what you're talking about with deepfake technology outside of the corn industry is you're actually talking about spreading a message by someone who's got a lot of influence, right? Whether that be a politician, a celebrity, etc. And many people won't know the difference between did they really say this or is this a deep fake? And then I think the counter to that was like he said, well, we really can't trust any media links or news sources that are video, right? And I said, well, then, you know, seeing the way the world's going in our future, how then could you ever trust anything?
Well, so I have a few responses to a number of.
But first, hey, but before you say anything, go fuck yourself.
I fucking like gay Jesus. I don't know, man. Dude's cool.
I find him grating. All right. So first things first. With things like Twitter and with things like YouTube, generally, if I want, say, Andrew Wilson's opinion on a topic, I'm going to go to his Twitter or his YouTube account. And that's where I'm going to get them. In order for what you're talking about to happen, you would have to have something go viral similar to
which it can over and over again.
Hey, let the man talk. Don't interrupt him, please. Hey, let Adam talk, Ashley.
Calm down.
Ashley, I won't calm down. Don't interrupt him. He's got a point. Let him make it.
Look at YouTube Shorts and look at the algorithm.
Stop it, Ashley. Nobody cares. Let the man finish his point.
Didn't DeSantis put out like some deep fakes of Biden or something like that, and that got him in a lot of trouble and lost a lot of faith for him, and that's probably one of the reasons why he fell so far behind. If I
have no
correctly.
idea. I have different ideas for why DeSantis lost, but that's a different topic.
Okay.
Debates are a dangerous tactic once you go into, because like she said, the political sway, the power sway celebrities have when you start saying these to a masses that are going to immediately believe it and not actually do the deep dive to actually,
which is the majority of the populace. Yes.
Okay, so can I? Okay, so I have responses to all of this stuff. I just can't really get
just
to them.
Shout them out.
So first things first, the only way that this would apply is if things go viral apart from the person who originally posted them. If this happens, it will be incredibly rare, and it would only ever happen.
It's not rare. It happens all the time. So your point one is
he's
completely
right.
State
nullified.
lines with a
Hold
gun.
on. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm not done yet.
It gets like viral, like going, it's exposed.
So the reason why it would only happen a few times is because you're talking about incredibly famous people doing it. The fact that you would have, like, say, Scarlett Johansson, as just the generic example of a famous person, says, I support, if Scarlett Johansson says, I support X, and then it goes or deepfake Scarlett says, I support X, that video goes viral, it comes out that deepfake is a deepfake, then immediately what you would have is the news media reporting that it's a deepfake.
There's not going to be a news media, though, in the future, period.
What? That's obviously false. What the fuck are you talking about?
The weirdest thing about all of this is that we're talking about Scarlett Johansson on Pornhub.
Yeah, but besides Scarlett Johansson,
we're talking about deepfakes in general.
You said that it would be incredibly
one of the last things they're going to report.
Not take a video of getting out of a taxi right now and get 10,000.
We're talking about like a fake ass freaking video of Scarlett Johansson's face or head on a naked woman having sex.
Hey,
I agree with Stone and not alone. Like that is the way it's going to be as well. And look at how many things go viral, how much misinformation is spread. But the majority of people, they're not going to go blah blah. They're not going to go back and actually. They're not going to go back and actually.
Nobody is listening to you. Let's hear from Wesley.
Dude, that's rude as fuck.
I don't.
What
give
you're
a
saying
fuck.
right now,
I don't give a
let
fuck.
her talk,
You're
bro.
rude as fuck. I don't.
Fuck you.
Go fuck yourself. Let's listen to Wesley. She's not worthy.
Yeah, I've come on here and actually
Yeah,
argued the debate topics.
Wesley,
and not just
don't worry
thrown
about
around
waiting your
F
turn.
slurs.
Just jump in there and
Yeah,
start
Wesley,
talking.
don't worry about it.
They'll all shut up when you start going.
Hey, let Wesley talk.
Go for it, Wesley. Just start talking.
Omni is bad.
That was
Based.
Anyway, you're gonna have the majority of people that went viral to that I actually believed it. They're not the type of people that are then gonna go back and fact check or pay attention.
So you,
Pay attention,
so
or, I'm sorry,
actually,
or pay attention to credible news sources that are going
No.
to somehow
Blah
negate
blah 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 blah.
Omni-
Ashley, nobody cares, Ashley.
Okay,
Omni
you
branded barcode is
you
bad.
are assuming that
Somebody's in love with Ashley.
Ashley is assuming, and this is why Ashley is wrong. Ashley is assuming that it's possible for videos promoting misinformation to go viral, but that it's significantly rarer for videos debunking misinformation to go viral. I disagree with that.
That's not an assumption.
I think that this is a common thing that we've seen time and time again.
Speak easy. I'm talking to the content creator. Shut up, Ashley.
the arena.
State.
Oh shit.
What up, pussies?
I see
Hey,
you've got
fuck
new
you.
men behind you.
Yeah, I do.
What a loser. Flow State's a fucking loser. Look at him.
He
smoking
said, petting his
cigarette.
little lamb, his little lammy.
This
Petting my-
loser
petting my
joined the
next
panel.
meal, my
You
next
need to
hero.
come up with a different word other than loser. I'm so sick of that word.
I'm going to use it.
Loser.
Boring.
What a fucking loser.
I'm trying to be nice, dude. I don't want to be too rude on the panel. I already was fucked up once.
I'm just trying to dodge around.
Dave is offended.
I
I'm
gotta
just
stick
bored
to the
with
basics
the word
here.
loser.
I know, but I
You
gotta
know you
stick to the
guaranteed it
basics.
more
I'm
than-
just
more of it
bored
now.
with Provo coming in and having nothing to add to the conversation.
Ashley,
what he
you're
said.
boring as fuck.
Yep.
When he says
Let
boring,
Provo do
he
his
means he's in love with you madly.
No, he
He is.
obviously is.
He has
He only came here
Here's
for the
a
purpose
small
of
Perfect.
obsession. He saw you were on here and he was like,
Give
Give
me
me
a
a name
Um,
change.
Exactly.
Hey,
I just
let
want to
me
be
help.
close.
He's here for
All right,
verbal
if you're right,
combat.
I'll get a name change. It'll
And he
say
gets
I
to be
love
right
Ashley.
next to her.
So the
Yes.
reason I brought up Bald for Bieber and the
Nobody
4chan
Nobody cares.
Apple iPhone
Nobody
trolls
cares.
is because we've already seen what you're describing actually
Nobody
happened
cares.
in the past,
Nobody cares.
and we know what the pattern is.
Nobody cares. People could
It's
pay.
okay,
to
keep
meet me,
ignoring
but
him and
they don't.
talk.
Keep ignoring him.
People
Keep on-
know that Bald for Bieber was a troll now. That is effectively the exact same thing as what we're talking about with Scarlett Johansson promoting X. And
Not
people
really,
know,
because it's not on a mass scale and it's not
Blah,
happening
blah,
all the
blah.
time.
But fake news does spread ridiculously fast
But,
if the wrong
hold
people
on.
believe
How
Yes.
do you
it.
even regulate that? Like, how do you? What's the line? How do you know when this is not quite her? This is definitely her.
Exactly.
so what I'm so the narrative that I'm going with, and the thing
we
that
got a
I'm saying
loser.
is that
I will
at
happily
first,
accept that.
that at first what you're describing will happen in the same pattern as Bald for Bieber. I don't see a reason to think it would be any different pattern. Then after that, people will get wise to it, and after that point, then people will just stop trusting video content in general, assuming it gets as big as you're claiming it's going to be, saying that it's going to be ubiquitous.
Facts.
And
I
I
don't
don't think
believe
that's a bad thing. I don't think that people mistrusting video content online for information is a bad thing.
No, but what I'm saying is that I agree with you, but I think that even just participating in a debate panel at all, even if it's a silly one with the Provo guy here, just means that
Go
people
fuck
like us
yourself.
are more.
Honestly,
people
I'm
like
being
us are-
patient, and I'm trying to keep the content at
People
a
like us
minimum
have
here,
more of
but
a.
you're a fucking loser, Ashley, and all you do is talk
Yes.
about other people.
What a
You have no
loser.
real content. You can't do goddamn
Right.
anything. You're just sitting
Which is
there
such a
talking about other
loser.
people.
So, anyways,
Loser.
you can see that
I'm
people
being
like
nice.
us might have more of a proclivity to actually
Proclivity.
seek
Would you
out
go to college?
Did you know
to
that when
actually
Provo
seek
dies,
out
he's
the
going to be the
truth
god of
and
his
read
own
things,
planet?
right? So in
That's true.
2018, deepfake detecting technology was able to detect it because most of the deepfakes, they didn't actually blink, but deepfake technology is becoming even more advanced because of the things that they're able to detect, that they're correcting these. I'm just saying that it's
everything I've said so far goes. I'm making the assumption with my entire argument that deepfakes are completely indistinguishable from an actual person talking.
God,
I'm making one of.
Then on that premise, I just don't think that you're correct with how many people are going to be able to
combat.
How many
And
people are
even
going to be able to prove or like understand that it's not real, you know?
No, my claim is that with the ubiquity,
each thing that goes viral that is misinformation is not going to turn around and be proven otherwise,
Stone, your
and
mic
people will
isn't
accept it just as
working
easily.
out.
No, that isn't my claim. My claim isn't that each individual.
You said if
case
it goes
your mic doesn't
viral, if
compete
it
with
goes
other people's very well.
if
I
you
know.
said if it goes viral that somebody believes a misinformation, it's going to equally go viral, or it's silly to think that it's not, that it can be disproven. And I'm saying that's not quite true.
No, that isn't exactly my point. I do think that that viral videos disproving things do occur, and I know you know that this happens.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
My point is, people will be aware of deepfakes. Because of people being aware of deepfakes, they will be less prone to trusting content. I'm not saying
that you give the majority of the population too much credit.
Your response to my
I agree with you, but I think
your response to my analysis is a straw man, because I'm not saying that the average person is going to go back and fact check every claim they see. That's not what I said. I don't believe that. The average person will become naturally skeptical.
Right.
The average person will become naturally skeptical to video content.
Right. I think most people will become. I think it'll become that way further down the road.
Hey, Sweet Buns, put your head up over the microphone. There you go.
But having said that, then do we regulate this, and how?
So my point is, I don't see. First of all, I actually rather like the idea of like what I call internet balkanization. I don't like that there's a mainstream culture. I want to see it break up into different sub communities that have small amounts of overlap. I think that's probably good. So I have no issue with deepfakes taking over in this way, so that the only way people can communicate is with people who they already know are real. I don't see an issue.
Okay, I actually like that prescription, truly. Yeah.
So from my perspective, banning deepfakes would probably slow that down. And because it would slow that down, I don't think I'd like it.
But hold on, can I interlude here? We're talking about when you talk about deep fakes, right?
Hey,
you're talking about taking a real existing video and doctoring it, which means the original is out there. So the doctored would be exposed.
No, that's not quite
true.
That's
the opposite of a deep fake. A deep fake is completely artificial. You're talking about a doctored video. A deep fake is completely artificial, completely 100% built in media, not in actuality.
Right, like Scarlett Johansson on Pornhub, on some hot chick's body. That's fake as fuck. We know it's fake as fuck, but the idea is awesome.
This conversation sucks
at all.
Honestly,
Support what you just said.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, can we acknowledge how Speakeasy
No, I guess not.
That Freudian gay coming through.
You cut out as you were about to say your point.
Are you talking about
the sex you asked for?
Yeah.
What?
Shit.
I missed something in chat. I think.
There in
You
the
meant
back
to say sec as in second, and he
We know that your subconscious was trying to escape with all its gayness.
Jeez. Give me
Honestly,
sex on your intro.
Go ahead, Provo. Now, sorry to disrupt
honestly,
you,
this
just talking over people
cupcaking
for no direction.
panel,
With no
it's
direction.
so fucking
Yeah, fuck it.
boring.
Hit the
Everybody
like.
wants to be nice.
Subscribe.
What are you saying? Subscribe?
Oh wait,
I don't know. That was 3 dot.
Oh no, 3 dots here.
Yeah, he said he was the one that said subscribe.
Oh, cool.
Oh no, I
Yes,
was wondering.
I vote we move to the next subject if we
The
can.
next subject is you being
Second.
off
Fine
the
with that.
panel because you
I
had
actually
fucking
do have my
nothing.
subject here. My next subject was going to be here for you guys. Are drug consumption rooms beneficial to society?
I just say legalize it all. Fuck it.
Yep.
We don't even need drug consumption rooms. Just make it legal everywhere.
So you should just be able to do heroin and stuff everywhere.
Yep.
And whatnot.
I mean, there can be restrictions, right? Like no shooting up at school, no driving around and shooting up, things like that. But yeah, nothing should be illegal.
Well, why? Why should
the remix?
Darwinism.
Could someone explain specifically what a
I'd like to hear more about
what a drug consumption room
expand
is?
on the question. What was the
So
question?
it's where you go. It's where it's they make these places now where like people can safely go where they're monitored to like they get the needles given to them and everything. They give them everything they need to do the drugs except the drugs, basically.
Wow, where's this? Where's this at?
They have them here in
Your
Canada.
addiction is showing.
And there is some happening in the States too.
I think there should
No,
be
thank you for
a limit
explaining. I
on
didn't know
certain
that.
drugs that are super addictive. Yeah, I think that if
Tobacco and
addiction
sugar.
is like the highest priority of that drug, that should be like totally. That shouldn't happen.
Well, addictiveness surely can't be the actual standard that you're using. It would have to be addictiveness in combination with
Lethality.
other negative effects, not just lethality.
I think lethality should be the number one. Like how much it affects other people, how much the ability for it to affect you. Like fentanyl should never be. If there is any drug that should be controlled, it's fentanyl.
It
Yeah,
would
like,
never
I
be
don't think
top
fentanyl,
drugs
is,
illegal.
fentanyl
just
by
for-
itself is actually toxic. So I mean,
But
I just
the only
wanna-
reason why
you
fentanyl
have
is a
the
thing.
idea, the whole
Is it
reason
cheaper than
behind them
morphine?
is, like, the whole reason behind them is so like if people like just to give you an idea if you don't realize like just so the idea behind them is so like if people overdose they have Narcan on site they're there to help you basically. So
Also,
like,
the clean needles, I would guess, because you're not
Yes,
spreading hepatitis and HIV.
exactly. So it's
Yep.
basically it's trying to give them a safe way to do it. So like that's their like pro to the.
Because we know they're going to do it anyway. So, yeah.
So
Well, I've
just
seen
so
like a cop handling like on his fingertips fentanyl and like getting like overdosed. So that's kind of weird that fentanyl is actually like even a subject.
Yeah, it's only a subject because
Even
heroin's
inhaling
illegal, and so they need
distance.
to innovate to get around laws. It's also easier to smuggle because it's more dense, but the genie won't go back in the bottle. And as much as people like to act like prohibition means that people won't be using drugs, it obviously has 40 years of failure behind it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. I'm a little torn.
There's certainly I'm not super familiar with the whole war on drugs, but I do certainly believe that prohibition is the way that it's been implemented in the U.S. I would agree is pretty bad, but I don't think that I don't know. This is some my gut reaction is I like it. I would have to come up with a good argument. I don't have
Someone
one.
brought up a really interesting point in chat and said, what if we did have these rooms? I think that testing the actual substances or drugs that they bring in should be mandatory as well, or something along those lines. That's kind of interesting because it hits on like, is this heroin or is this
Jesus
heroin laced with
Christ, it's
fentanyl?
so
and laced with-
boring. This conversation is so boring.
Make it interesting. Make it interesting.
Don't
for
make it
everyone to do
interesting.
did.
He can't
I
do
just
it. He
did.
can't do it. He's inept at that.
He's
I
only
thought
good
it's
at
interesting
shitting on other
though,
people.
in a way that
let's talk about
are we
a
going to
problem that's
legalize?
never
You
been
know, hold
solved.
on. Let's think about this. Are we going to legalize heroin
Yes.
in a
Yes.
room? Like
Yes.
you're going to
Right.
like, okay, yeah, we're going to legalize heroin. You guys can go in this room and enjoy yourselves, right?
Yes,
Is
because
that
then you can control
is
the
that
purity
cool?
of it and things like
that
that.
cool?
So it's not going to be cut with fentanyl and mixed
So
with
yeah,
other
no,
drugs.
we don't need to
the
supply them
purity
with
is
a room.
awesome. It like no, you can go in there and like
So
actually
fucking
like
lame.
do it,
Let's
you
talk
know,
about
and
pure
have fun
drugs
legally.
and the
If
government.
you say it in that tone of
drugs.
voice, it makes you right about it.
Apparently.
I love drugs.
Welcome
from the
back,
I do,
government.
Seeger.
What a great idea. Let's let the government just get us high as fuck. Good idea.
They already
dude.
do, and people think they're not addicted.
Oh,
Here,
they
have some
already do.
antidepressants only work through
They
addiction. Just because it's not
already do.
euphoric doesn't mean it's not addictive.
So such a
Boom.
boring
And
conversation.
addictive to the point that like it's not something that you physically feel until
Honestly,
you get
so
off
boring.
of it.
Ashley,
You get off
when you
of it,
talk,
and then there are things you can start having any kind of withdrawal effect, just like you could with heroin. Seizures, inability to what is that? Fucking up with your
Aw.
equilibrium. Not able to drive your car, not able to function. You shit yourself, you vomit, like you name it, and that's an antidepressant.
Alcohol
I
is the
agree
worst
with that.
drug there is.
I agree with that as well.
So if that's legal, there's really no excuse for anything else to be illegal.
That's a good basis of an argument. I will agree. I will agree. I mean,
hold on.
it is it's a slippery slope. Where
I
do you
certainly
draw the
disagree
line?
with that. I would have to at least hear the standard for why alcohol is the worst drug ever.
It's one of two substances that can kill you. It's the
That's
only
dumb
one.
as fuck.
The withdrawal.
That's
no, it's
dumb
one of
as
two.
fuck. That
No,
statement is
you're
dumb as
listen
fuck.
to me.
It's
Listen
highly,
to me. Shut
it's
your mouth and
legal.
listen
It's
to me.
highly addictive.
It's one
It
of two
kills
drugs
people.
that the withdrawals
Yeah.
can kill you. It's the only drug of those that makes you more aggressive, more likely to be.
Well,
completely
DUIs. Look at
overdosed.
DUIs in and of itself. People driving drunk, committing vehicular manslaughter.
It's
People
the
that
only
beat
one
their
that
husbands or
severely
beat their
impairs you
wives
and
based off
doesn't
of being
knock you
drunk.
out. It,
Yeah,
it makes you more aggressive.
Exactly. Like there's so many things. Alcohol is
All right,
truly
now
very
let's
bad
we're
for us.
talking
stupid
about
reasons for keeping them
And
illegal.
the fact that it's legal for most people to pursue in this, it's just crazy.
But I want to hear
I
his
think it's
stupid
silly
reasons
as
for-
hell. That
Go
whole
ahead, let's
theory
hear your
is
case.
silly as hell. Dude,
You go.
the only drugs that you would like stop from people having are the ones that the moment you like stop taking it is the moment you want it. Those are the ones you like say
That's
no,
that's
you can't
alcohol
have
for a lot of
those.
people that suffer from alcoholism.
That's not alcohol, baby.
You don't believe it is?
Alcohol
Hell
is
no.
a
Hell no.
You don't think that somebody
You've
that's
never been around
addicted
an
to alcohol
alcoholic.
Alcohol
can
and
try to
weed are like so low on the rungs.
Bro, you're
Oh,
dumb.
weed maybe, but alcohol is really, really, really destructive for most all of us.
Alcohol.
There's really
if
not
you get
any
addicted to alcohol, there is
benefits
nothing
from
worse.
it.
Trust and believe.
alcohol can keep you from going through the withdrawals of it. Like
Yeah,
it's
alcohol and
just-
benzos are the only two
Yeah,
things that can kill
Stone
you. from
Without
withdrawals.
Alone can speak to this matter. Let's go, bro.
Alcohol is a horrible drug. No, it is. Alcohol is really bad, but you know what? Speaking of this, you know what I think is a even or almost just as bad a drug, and nobody fucking talks about it? Sugar. Sugar is a man-made fucking thing. We bleach it. We artificially create
Yeah,
it. It's highly
it's
fucking
poison.
addictive.
That's
Sugar
weed
is
sucks
poison.
cock.
It's
100%.
poison.
Oh my
It's addictive.
God, Stone.
It's true. He's right.
High because you go into insulin shock. You become so addicted to it that we have to make a multi-million-dollar corporation just to
Yep.
keep people alive. Off
Why
of
do
it.
you think type 2 diabetes even became to exist?
Well,
Type 2
Stone
diabetes is
actual,
man-made.
You know, he likes his hard liquor, so he'd be the first one to like point fingers at other places.
Well, alcohol in and of itself is sugar as well. You're completely like consuming sugar when you consume alcohol. So it's I mean I see what he's saying. We're going down the rabbit hole, but I like it.
Yeah, heroin ain't shit.
Heroin's really not shit. If you get clean heroin, and you don't overdose, which is pretty easy to do if you're getting a consistent quality. I mean, you can go for a long time on that. The most harmful part of heroin addiction, aside from overdosing, if you do, is
It's the addiction.
Yeah.
it's the
My
long
sister was on
portion.
heroin
It's the
for
top.
13 years before she overdosed. So I get what you're saying, but those 13
is a
years have
long-
still been hell.
Right.
Hell.
But look, there's a reason that there's functioning alcoholics, but nobody knows a functioning crackhead. It's not because alcohol is worse than crack.
Hold up.
No, there's
I know
plenty of
why-
functioning
Yeah,
crackheads.
motherfucker.
Actually.
I know you
Plenty
do,
of
and I do.
functioning
There are some, but nobody knows that they know them.
Nobody
Right. I was
even
gonna
knows
say, I
that
used
they're
to get
there
this
because
out.
it's not as reported. There's
I
so
was-
many people
yeah.
that are literally taking microdosing methamphetamines and cocaine on
And
a daily
macrodosing.
basis. Well, macro and micro, it doesn't matter. They're
Yeah.
functioning crackheads, quote unquote.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are.
Matter of fact, I worked with one. His name was Fatty. This man could bend a steel pole.
Is it
This
Uncle Fatty?
was fucking indestructible. They called him Fatty because he used to be really fat before he got on crack. Then he got really skinny, but he kept
That
that
sounds
fat
a lot like
restraint.
Uncle Fatty.
Same.
It could definitely be Uncle Fatty. Who knows?
He worked at the sawmill with me. That man was, he had crackhead strength. He was superhuman.
Brutality.
Crackhead strength is real.
It is. Those motherfuckers are evolving. I've seen a video where a dude lit a cigarette with his fingernail and then threw a refrigerator on his back and rode the bicycle home with the refrigerator on his back. Crackheads are evolving. Y'all don't know what we're in for.
And they're innovative as well. Did you know that you can smoke crack out of a chicken bone? Now you do.
I do now because
I've smoked weed out of an apple and a fish tank, so I believe it.
Chicken bones are porous. Snap both ends off. You got yourself a chicken bone pipe.
Jesus.
I must know how you learned this.
I was in jail.
I was in jail.
When you spend 4 months in jail, just sort of sitting around looking at your cell walls, people start telling stories.
Apparently, there's a lot of things you can learn in jail.
Are you the Pope from the other night?
Yes.
Yes.
That is funny. But yeah, I'm for legalizing all drugs, so that way you get the shit that's cut with different things, or you know, the poorly made stuff that actually kills people. You get that out of there, so that what they're getting is what they're looking for. And you know,
so you're saying like we should have like just pharmaceutical drugs available.
Sure.
Yeah. And so by
we're
having
acting like this is already not happening.
They are
but,
available. I know. The questioning is driving me nuts. They are available, bro. They're available right now.
Yeah.
Methadone, oxycodone, Percocet, OxyContin.
We don't need to list them all. We're all familiar with all of them, probably.
From different angles, but yeah.
State's like, I know that shit. I got my chicken bone right here.
Yeah, I don't agree. Kinda.
Okay. What's your issue with it?
Make it be
that
smart.
certain ones are so addictive that you become a slave.
Have you done any of these?
Long silence. No heroin. My dad was like a big cranker. Kind of a cokey kind of guy, and I didn't dig him much.
Then how do you get started?
I don't know. He's dead. I have to ask his corpse.
Okay,
bro.
Well, that's my thing though. Like it's all about how it gets started. Like it doesn't matter how addictive it is. The reason people try these things is because they're illegal and they're not supposed to. So if anything,
you brought up a subject here. Hold on, you brought up a subject. I do know my uncle died with a heroin needle in his arm, right?
Okay.
And apparently the story was that he had hurt his back on the job and he was prescribed
oxys.
No, this was back in
some
the day.
Type of opiate. Some type of
it
opiate.
was an opiate. It was fuck, I don't know what it was. But the doctor cut him off. So he had to go on his own and get his own fix and ended up becoming heroin. And that's how he ended up like.
How's that possible since they were illegal?
It wasn't it was at that time it was dude, it was like a common like drug to block pain. Vicodin? I think it was Vicodin. I think he was like extreme, like he had like Vicodin like a subscription, and he was asking for more and more and more. And when it was they cut him off.
Vicodin.
He should have been referred to a detox clinic and been able to like medically detox. I don't believe that anyone can recover from specifically a pill addiction and opioid addiction without medical intervention. Truly, I don't think so.
I mean,
I ran into him like in the mall with my girlfriend. We're like sitting there
and be wanting to change in order to get
well,
over
yeah,
any
but I mean, you have
no
to be medically weaned off of that.
No,
I don't necessarily believe that because
I did on a dime.
I think it depends on how severe the addiction is, but if it's that bad, an opioid addiction can legitimately
surgery or something. What's up, Ben? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
What up?
Hello.
Dave, Flow State, what's up?
Oh,
Yo,
Ashley,
what up?
we're trying to make this deep fake
Suck.
of Dave.
I forgot you and Ashley have history. Oh wait, I brought it
Let's
up
say,
last
what's
time.
up?
She said
Actually hated
Why don't you ask this question on your debate channel? Can someone be guilty of sexual assault if they never even so much as texted the other person?
Technically,
Ashley claimed that.
Are you
Ashley
referring to
claimed
what?
that.
Are
is
you
what
referring to
happened.
why you got fired from the school you worked at for sexual misconduct? Or
No, I'm referring to when your whore ass
What the
flew up
fuck?
here and didn't even so much as text me and then accused me of sexual assault and said I should be
I never
in
accused you
jail
of guys, I
and
never did
killed.
this. I have a video
Did you-
exactly explaining.
did you
I
verbally
didn't.
sexually assault her?
never.
Maybe.
Well,
No,
I mean,
no
he
idea.
said that to
You
everybody,
said
but
It was because I was in the same town as her. No, that's a horny
no,
bit.
I never
That's
said
That's a lot of
that.
horny
sexual
bit.
energy.
The video's up. You guys can go watch it. I don't care. Like this
She's
is
a
bullshit.
horny hoe. She's wayward. She was coming to my house.
So
of
now that
wayward-
might count as sexual
hoes.
harassment.
She was coming to my house with wayward hoes, but she was too wayward to go in the house.
So far, you've had a girl show up and leave the same day, and one that showed up to the town and then just didn't even go.
Bitches
So
be crazy.
Your
Bitches
your
be
house
crazy.
for wayward hoes is not too successful so far.
No, it's not. They're too wayward.
Stop for wayward hoes.
They're too wayward.
It's like a sightseeing stop for wayward hoes.
Yeah, wayward hoes. You know what can you do? They're too wayward. They're all wayward.
Maybe you need to step
All
up your
women
training
should be killed.
module.
How about we talk about that? As our
If all the hoes that go through your recovery program are not recovered, what does that say you about you as a teacher and an instructor?
Nothing.
Call it a recovery
Nothing.
program.
I like
I
how
didn't
he
say shit.
it says that you're wayward yourself, sir, and you need some treatment.
Well, Jesus came to this planet and people crucified him.
No,
he didn't do it.
Ashley's
You could
gone.
say he did a bad job as a teacher. See, she's
Did
going to
you
go
just-
report me
did
to
you
the
That was
FBI.
a hell of a pivot. That was an amazing pivot you did there. I called you wayward hoe, and you
That's
turned
how
into
wayward she is.
Jesus
She has
like
to leave.
that.
She has to leave. She'll say one nasty thing and then boop, gone. She's going to go bump one off. You know.
Well,
what I
you
mean?
really creeped the fuck out of her, didn't you?
No, she's turned on.
No,
I
she's
guarantee
coming
you.
back.
She's in her bathroom right now.
She's coming back. She has to charge her phone battery.
She's rubbing one off. I get it. Too excited.
Right on.
Hey, how about this? You want to talk about drugs, right?
Yeah.
I've had the worst fucking neck pain you could imagine.
She gets
I
a
don't
bite.
have anything for
Writhing
you.
pain for
Martin,
like
keep going.
5 fucking days, which I know
Stop
means I'm a
sucking
weak
dick.
man.
You know what's
And
really
it's
good for
like a
pain?
pinched nerve.
Fentanyl. You should go get
No,
some.
you know what? You know what? The whole modern world is set up to say we have to find ways to avoid pain through drugs and all this shit. Pain is fine. Pain's fine. Give me a break.
Don't take that advice, anybody.
Anyone-
Please don't.
Anyone who takes painkillers or tries to dull their emotional pain or their trauma from their mommy or daddy or someone fucked them up the ass is a loser. Just lean into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of these people with their fucking trauma.
Lean into it.
If
Take it out on everybody around
anyone who
you.
takes drugs should be taken to one of these rooms.
So wait, if you're getting
And-
fucked in the ass, you should lean into it. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Like just move on.
and arch your
Yeah,
back.
if you're,
too.
if,
Yeah.
yeah,
Make
if
sure you get a
if
good
you're getting-
arch, get a good angle.
Right. If you're getting if you got sexually abused or whatever, like move on. Shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear about it. Shit happens. You probably liked it a little bit. I'm not saying it should be like a fantastic thing, but
Wow.
move fucking on and stop telling us about it all the goddamn time. And if you do
Why do I
drugs,
feel like this is sort of a fishing expedition
Just
to
kill
see
yourself.
who else is gay curious with you. These suggestions and
I think that's
accusations.
insane to even say.
good.
Because of course,
I think you should be
when
one of
someone's
the ones
getting
who-
raped, that their genitals are going to get like triggered. I mean, that is insane. It's insane.
What do you speak from experience? Were your genitals triggered?
I think so.
No, but I want to address
My
your
genitals
idea
were triggered.
that raping someone, right, is like, oh yeah, they enjoyed it somewhat, kinda.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
A lot of
you're a
times.
bitch.
yes.
You're a bitch.
Well, what is women's number one fantasy?
Pirates. No. Yeah.
Being taken by a man.
Vampires. Vampires.
Vampires. Stone.
Oh yeah.
Be real. Be real.
Stone
Be
and
real.
Speaky,
It's there.
the vampires.
Stone, do you want to have a
vampires on panel?
pirate vampire sort of thing? I see you.
I don't know. Some of them like werewolves. There were a lot of Team Jacob.
Watch any channel that's made for women. It's like one rape fantasy after the next.
But he has to.
And I get that.
So Ben, I assume when you said number one fantasy, you're talking about sexual fantasies specifically, not just fantasy in general.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to clarify. Then yeah, it's rape.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, it's there. There's a thing about it. I'm not saying I think that rape should be legal.
Now, here's my question.
I'm just saying, like,
if you is it
part
gay
of every
to
sexual
rape
activity is a mini
another
rape.